have our last instalment of 12 Days Till Christmas. We have Nick, Aussie Towns manager. How are we doing, Nick?
Oh, good, thank you. Merry Christmas to you. How are you?
Merry Christmas, mate. Yeah, not too bad. It's getting a bit warmer now, so I'm a bit happier. Got out in my shed, freezing cold, so it's all good. The question is, have you been a good boy for Santa?
Yeah, I've got some very nice gifts. So yeah, it's been very nice.
Good. And we also have Malcolm. Malcolm, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm very good, thanks. Yeah, how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. Again, this is a bit of a different video. You can see us all, so I do apologise. But yeah, as I said, it's Christmas Day. We're going to go with Nick first, and I'll spin the wheel for Nick. Are there any questions, Nick, that you do not want to come out?
All of them.
You know what I mean?
No, you can ask me whatever you want, Dean.
Right, okay then. So in that case, I'm going to spin the wheel right now and see the question that you have to answer. The question, Nick, is what would people be surprised to learn about you off the film?
Yes.
Wow.
What an amazing question.
Well, I suppose the biggest thing is that in my spare time to de-stress, I build Lego.
Ooh.
So a friend of mine, my best mate, got me into it. I don't know, just before COVID, I think it was. And yeah, just like proper Lego, not like the 2 years plus kind of stuff that you could pick up in like Tesco's and everything. But yeah, so that's probably the most surprising thing that people would hear. In my office at home, literally the missus goes nuts. I've got Lego all over the office. When we moved into this new house last year, I built loads of shelves, and to be honest, she's lucky there's no Lego on the shelves behind me right now.
To be fair, I saw a YouTube video the other day of some kind of thing being constructed using Lego, and it was a whole video from start to end, and it was very therapeutic to watch. I thought I was only going to watch a few seconds, but I watched the whole thing, and it was quite relaxing to watch.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get pieces that are like, I think the biggest one is I've done the Emirates Stadium, which is like 9,000 pieces or something. And I've done other ones that are like minimum like 1,500 pieces. So it just keeps you occupied, and it's a good way to de-stress. It really is, just sit there relaxing. It's not as de-stressing when my 2.5-year-old daughter comes in and tries to get involved with it, but it's definitely a good way to de-stress. If you're lucky, Dean, I might send you a picture of my office so that you can include it.
Yeah, if we could have your favourite Lego thing you've built, then that would be a nice one to insert. It won't be as funny as 80s Duck, but right. So as you have answered that lovely question, it is now your turn to ask Malcolm his question.
So if there was one thing that you could do as a career away from football, because obviously you've worked in football since your teens, what would that be and why?
Great question. Yeah, I've kind of done a few different jobs outside of football, but I think something that a lot of people don't know about me is that I got my trucking license this year, my Class 1 license to drive articulated lorries, which I haven't done as a job yet, but I think if I wasn't working in football, that's probably something that I would pursue, because driving is my passion, and it's what I love doing, especially bigger vehicles.
I was about to say, you've got the beard for it now as well, haven't you? So
yeah, I'm getting the look. Yeah.
The other thing, the amount of equipment we've got, we could probably use a lorry to
around, at this point, yeah.
Well, there we go. That is a very interesting fact. I don't know many. Was it C1 license? Did you say?
Yeah, Class 1. Yeah, no, neither do I.
No, madness. But there we go. Right, so Malcolm, it is your lucky turn to see what we have in store for you from the wheel. And your question is, hopefully it's not the same question. Oh, we have not had this before. Oh no, we have had this. We've got who's got the worst dress sense. I thought it was the worst playlist. Would you like to spin again, or?
Yeah, I was thinking. I saw that video that had this question, and I was trying to think of what I would answer it, and it's really hard to tell because you just don't see the.
So they're all dressed shockingly.
Yeah, they're all just as bad as each other.
Right, I will.
Yeah, give me another one. Yeah.
I think it's who would you let date your sister? So, you can have that one.
I mean, yeah, don't have a sister.
There we no one then.
Yeah.
Who has the most fines? You know what? I'm going to take that one out.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, sure.
Oh, this is going well, boys.
I could tell you that all the London lot have the most fines from me.
Yeah.
Right, here we go with this question. So, your question is, who is the biggest moaner? Now, I know we did have this question the other day, but it was
Yes.
nice to see it from a coach side of the other side sort of thing. Obviously, you're the one that's putting them through their paces, through the training drills and the warm-ups. Let's have it.
Yeah, I think in different scenarios it would be different players. So, you know, things like the ones at the beginning, the warm down, that would possibly be someone like, I don't think Reese enjoys doing them very much, like the biggest bits. And then in terms of the players that kind of moan at each other or things like that, I would say, I know Cordell was mentioned. I'd probably say him. He'll have a moan in the moments, but then, you know, afterwards he'll go to whoever it was and have a chat with them and everything's good. But in the moment, he'll quite often have a bit of a moan.
I am surprised you haven't said a certain person who has been mentioned in every single episode of the 12.
He's not a moaner though.
No,
He's not a moaner.
Dan.
Dan, you?
Yeah,
Not a
no,
moaner.
Dan's not a moaner at all. No, he doesn't moan.
Not a moaner in the way you're saying. No.
Oh, okay. He loves a good chat. He also
Yeah.
He did say last night he feels that he's got a lot of haters at the club,
Yeah.
which I did find funny.
No, I think Nick would agree that, you know, Dan gets told what to do and he gets on with it and he does what he's asked to do.
Okay.
He's quite,
I would,
from a coach's perspective, he's
from a coach's perspective, I would not say he's a moaner
Yeah.
at all.
he's a good player to train.
I guess I see it a bit different, obviously, from watching what I see. Obviously, as coaches, who would you say then?
Yeah.
Well, I think, like Malcolm said, it depends on the scenario, but I agree with Malcolm on warm ups and warm downs. To be honest, there's probably 3 or 4 different players that go slower, and Malcolm always has to say, "Right, we'll do it again." If you don't keep up, it's often like that. Yeah, I agree with Malcolm. Cordell loves a moan, and I think it's a really hard one because it depends on the circumstance. You know, if you're in a change room at half time and things aren't going well, then a couple of players might have a moan at each other about what they could have done differently and things like that. So I think overall, the ones Malcolm said are probably what I would say as well.
Well, there we go then. Right, Malcolm, it is your turn to ask Nick your question.
Okay. So my question for you, Nick, is if you could go to any country for a pre-season tour with Aussie Town, which country would it be and why?
It's a good question.
Thank you.
That is a good question. I would say, well, I'd probably say Dubai because or Dean, not because Dean wants to jump on the plane with us. I'd
So
say
Dean's
Dubai
not
because of the weather and I just think it would be a great experience for everyone as a group. But personally, I mean, I would prefer somewhere like America because America's so like all the different places in America are so
Yeah.
amazing. But from a footballing perspective, I would say probably Dubai because you'd get, you know, I suppose it's quite an obvious one because a lot of teams go out to Dubai for their camps, but you'd get a good footballing side of it, but then you'd also get a good team bonding side of it as well.
Mhm.
Whereas I think in the States it might be a little bit different. It might just be more about team bonding than the actual. Well, I suppose it depends on where you go. But I'd say Dubai.
I was going to say with Dubai as well, they are quite strict on the alcohol over there, so you probably won't have any issues of them going out and sneaking out. Maybe.
Yeah, although that said, a lot of our team bonding seems to be over alcohol by the looks of it. So not sure that's the best thing. But yeah, no, that would be a bonus, I would say.
Right. Well, there we go. Aussie Town. Hopefully the board and the directors are all listening. You guys, but no, again, thank you for your time, boys. I'll let you have a lovely Christmas with your families. And
Yeah,
we'll
thank
see
you. You too, Dean.
See you for the Bulldog game.